So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Pelé is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rodri. Now, can they get him away? Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now it's Pedro Neto, Zaire Emery. Davids. Now it's Puskás. That ball looks a good one. And Pelé gets through on his own. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Germany finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Zaire Emery. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo touches it back.
Modern football.
Shapes to shoot! He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Germany grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost hope.
And Puskás! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Puskás clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos. Got to be quick to recover this. It is a corner, good chance. Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And it's been taken short. Played in deep. And now they can spring out of defence. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's intervened well there. Roberto Carlos, looking for options for movement. Decent progress down the left.
That's good play from him.
Out towards the flank. Davids. That's been cut out, well played. Roberto Carlos. Scholes. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Oh, some tackle that. Beckenbauer. Davids. He's a sharp little ball here, and that could set him on his way. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pirlo, a player of legendary status. Roberto Carlos. Aimed beyond the defence. Cross goes in there.
Well, that kind of touch usually leads to a mouthful from several angles.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Davids. Foot in. Passes short and sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? Lofted upfield. Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Oh, well played. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Pedro Neto. Now it's Pelé. It's Pelé! Scholes. And it's Scholes. Puskás. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And they're quick to get it back. Zaire Emery, who does have an assist to his name. Davids. And it's Zaire Emery. Pedro Neto. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Germany get the ball rolling in the second half. And that is as far as they're going to go. Rodri. Pedro Neto. Pirlo.
That's going in strongly.
Yeah, he's fouled in there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And here's Neto. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rodri. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saliba. Now Costa Curta. Puskás. Oh, lovely bit of skill. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That is good alertness. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos wins the duel this time. And it's Pirlo. Nice looking ball. Can he get on the end of this? That's rather hopeful. Oh, can he get onto this? Good ball over the top. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pedro Neto. Roberto Carlos. Pirlo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Scholes. Neatly clipped into space. Beckenbauer. Now Costa Curta. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Pedro Neto. Zaire Emery. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now who's going to be first to this? Lobbed in behind. Scholes. Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Zaire Emery did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pirlo. Now it's Pelé. Beckenbauer is the guilty party there.
Substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Rising over the bar.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now that's well seen too. Germany looking to pass their way through. It's a pretty loose pass. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Pelé. He's having a hit! Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's gone loose. Now it's Kante. Wriggles his way through. And it's Belletti.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Cruyff. Pass somewhat off target. And that is as far as it goes. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out to the right. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Now it's Pelé, who's looking wide. He's got away. And the shot! And they can counter here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pelé. Oh, well played, well played.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Musiala.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Pelé. Musiala.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And this is Eto'o, in with the challenge. Now it's Pelé. Pelé unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nesta. Turns back here, probably the best option. He's a sharp little ball here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
A probing pass. No goals as yet. Botafogo, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Davids. And here's Messi. Dumfries. Played into them. He rises! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Out of play for a throw. 15 minutes till half-time. Pelé, good driving run. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, it looked promising for a moment. Pelé! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's in plenty of space here. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vieira. Now it's Pelé. It's Pelé! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. That's a cute ball. It's a goal kick. Maldini. Pelé. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now this could be a chance.
Temos minuto de acréscimo.
Cruyff. Puskás. And this is Pelé. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. That gets things going for the second half. So the first half brought no goals. That is lovely. Can he get it through? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Dumfries. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now, can they get him away? No, it's come to nothing. Davids. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Cruyff. Messi. Vieira. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Looking for the run. Now it's Cruyff. Pelé. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Now it's Eto'o. Davids. Now it's Messi. Distributed tidily. Back into the middle. Shot, surely! It's there! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Camisa 9.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Pelé. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Now can he find a finish? Played in by it. Up he goes! It's in he goes again. Played out wide. It'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Musiala puts his foot on the gas. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Messi. Applies the finish! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Shevchenko! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 9, camisa 42, camisa 6.
For a moment you thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Shevchenko, looking tidy in possession here. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Seedorf. Knocks it in. Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Lewandowski.
Botafogo really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's had it taken off him. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Botafogo are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Pirlo, the man we've all come to watch. David Villa. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. This looks promising. He slings terrific header. Goal! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Well, that's well spotted. Botafogo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Shevchenko powering forward here. It's Turan in towards the back stick. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Chooses to go back. Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all. David Villa. David Villa charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's that, the end. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos desejar feliz aniversário de casamento.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And they're back on the ball again. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Cruyff. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition, and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Rodri cuts out the pass. Baron. Roberto Carlos crosses it into the area. Oh, important interception. Botafogo getting forward at times, but achieving little of substance. Played into space out wide. He has found the way through. Baron. Aimed beyond the defence. Great ball if he can get there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Stoichkov. Roberto Carlos does well to get it back. Looking for options for movement. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Botafogo still without a single shot on target. And it's Stoichkov. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Cruyff. Tries to play it through. And he's and Stoichkov! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Pirlo goes short. Not the most convincing of passes. Milan are looking to go forward now. And he's intervened well there. Spread out to the left. Stoichkov. And this is Ronaldo. Foot in. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Pirlo takes control of it and he's on the move. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram getting this one clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Neymar. Rodri. Now Costa Curta. Pirlo. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? And he's straight offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Knocks it into space. No, that's been intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Stoichkov. Pelé showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. He is through here. It's a throw-in. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Stoichkov. Oh, and Stoichkov! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Neymar can get it clear. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? He's being urged to shoot. Roberto Carlos! Oh, split-second reaction.
Carlos clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Pelé. And this is Pelé. He's found a way through.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. Pirlo ready to try one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Roberto Carlos! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Botafogo couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Scholes. Now it's Stoichkov. And it's Neymar. That's a good run down the left. In with the challenge. Roberto Carlos. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Stoichkov. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And no, that was never going to make it. Neymar. Turns back here, probably the best option. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Saliba. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Cruyff. And he's away. Great vision. Oh, good ball. Great chance! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Botafogo have fired themselves in front.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage.
Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Gets a good foot in there. Scholes. Now it's Stoichkov. And this is Cruyff. Played back in. He's looking wide. And across. Pelé! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Stoichkov. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Threads one in. He can run onto that. Xavi gets over and intercepts. That's really well cleared. Pelé finds himself offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through Stoichkov! And that is doing no harm at all.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Defending was strong and firm. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Stoichkov. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rodri makes the interception. Oh, that's well spotted. Botafogo still ahead by the game's only goal. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Roberto Carlos. No, it's not getting there. Danger averted for now. Pirlo, the man we've all come to watch. And here's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. No, that's overhit.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Pelé. And he's running through. Oh, he's got a side of... Goes for a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Pirlo with the short one. Ball driven towards the far post. Oh, that's a fine interception. That's the end. Botafogo have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Pelé voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che tra poco sul maxi schermo saranno trasmessi gli orari degli autobus navetta.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Botafogo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pelé, that's a cute ball. That looks a good ball through. Camavinga. Cruyff. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Good driving run. Brahim Diaz. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Camavinga. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Guadalajara finding their passes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Botafogo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Crosses it in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Camavinga has created one goal already. Ronaldinho goes steaming forward. Pass somewhat off target. Searching pass he's played there. Bellingham. Pelé. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well read, nice interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff going full steam ahead down the left flank. Camavinga. And he plays one through. Rodri. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Ronaldinho. Back into the middle. Plenty to aim at here. Takes a shot! You've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And this is Hazard. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way.
Guadalajara are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Pirlo. Cruyff. Tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. And Cruyff! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Botafogo truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Nicely spread. Brilliantly cut out. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Cruyff. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pirlo standing over it. And now they can spring out of defence. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Pirlo, played out towards the right wing. Now that's well seen too. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Hazard. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So off we go once more.
Botafogo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Guadalajara have got it back and they'll have another go. And he's managed to get free. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Stoichkov. Pirlo, the man we've all come to watch. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, they could be caught out. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. Botafogo back on level terms. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Stoichkov really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Botafogo grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's a promising position. Cruyff with the cross.
Botafogo have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Hazard. Nuno Mendes. Hazard. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's been caught napping. Saliba with the clearance. Roberto Carlos. It's Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is good alertness. Nuno Mendes. Camavinga. And it's Diaz. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ronaldinho. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Mendes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Diaz. And he was quick to react. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Bellingham. Van Dijk makes the interception. Camavinga. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pirlo. Camavinga. Cruyff. And this is Cruyff. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Pelé receives it in a wide position. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end.
Real chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Hazard has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
It's their second corner of the game.
Cambio en el campo de juego. Número 21. Número 13.
They've played it short, and it's made its way to him. Now it's Zico.
Número 10.
Plays it across. Saliba attempts a clearance.
Número 15. Cambio.
Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Yamal. He won't be happy with that one. Puskás. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Dumfries. And it's Pedri. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Guadalajara take the lead, now shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! It was a great finish, he put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And now he has two. And that is as far as it goes. Botafogo perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bale. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, what a climb! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So, a breakthrough already. Spread neatly. That's an excellent interception. David Villa. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that pass isn't the best. Stoichkov. Now it's Stoichkov. And here's Suarez. Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. And a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a right smile there.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Oh, that's a key interception. No, that's been intercepted. Modric. Botafogo finding their passes. Aimed beyond the great chance! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Botafogo grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's having a shot! Nicely shaped ball. Thuram makes the interception. Now it's Pelé, and he's found a way past. And this is Stoichkov. Chance! Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is good alertness. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that could set him on his way. Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pirlo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Luis Suarez. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
"30 minutes gone. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Stoichkov. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Bale. He's under a lot of pressure there. Bale, lovely bit of skill. Cross to the back post. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Pelé. Botafogo are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement. Bale.
Oh, great feet, that.
He's got away. Played into the middle. In comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. Good ball, good take. And that's really well manoeuvred. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bastoni does really well to win the ball there. He's picked his way through. Makaleli. Pass is just off target. Tries to play it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a shade optimistic. Modric. Now it's Pelé. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's had it taken off him. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Good strike, quite an alarm. This possibly the last play of the half. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Oh, smashing header! They've scored! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And he's done it again. He's got his... Oh, what has happened here? He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, that's shot a goal! It's a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
He's got 4. Good chance here. Oh, there was plenty on that.
Botafogo are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Now it's Pelé. Knocks it into space. And this is Pelé. He's through. Real chance! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Nicely aimed pass. Pirlo. It's a searching pass. Oh, shooting chance! And that is wildly off target.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's Luis Suarez. Stoichkov. Looking to play him in. Araujo. That is ended up in no man's land.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
There they go, hunting again.
Botafogo needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
David Villa. Oh, super find. Oh, he's bustling through here. Tries a shot! He has done it! They're back within reach! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Botafogo give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. That has not gone well. Now this could be a chance. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. David Villa opts him off it and wins back the ball. Cruyff. Short changes him with that pass. Modric. Maldini cuts it out. And it's Cruyff. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Stoichkov. Oh, this looks sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo. Great defending, strong and determined. And there's Green. That's rather hopeful. And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. That's been cut out, well played. He's a sharp little ball here. He's tried one! That's a half-decent try.
Stoichkov usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he...
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he's been caught napping. And one more try! And it's in! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Another one! This must be his personal high. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Now there's a fine ball. There's the header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that is that. Botafogo have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
En el marcador,
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Foot in. And that has left him in a heap. Looking for options for movement. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
Pinches it off him. Pirlo. Now it's Pelé. Nice bit of trickery. Now then, the ball's come loose. Maradona. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pelé, chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Maradona. Now it's Stoichkov. That has been cut short. Caicedo. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Alexander-Arnold. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the shot! Pirlo. Stoichkov. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. He was under real pressure there. He's had a shot! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Caicedo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pirlo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Thuram. Dumfries. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Terrific header! It's there! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
One-Tom United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. as a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos. And it's Caicedo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Maradona. Oh, that was vital. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Beckenbauer. Thuram. Here's Vitinha. Caicedo. That's a nicely shaped ball. And this is Adriano. He can get that clear. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Good take, and is he in? Vitinha. Pass somewhat off target. Vitinha. Played into space. Can he get onto this? And he was quick to react. And he lines up Adriano! A truly spectacular effort. Speculative, yes, but he's entitled.
Well, you wouldn't expect any less from him. Always willing to give the extraordinary a try.
Costa Curta. Bellingham. Pirlo, the man we've all come to watch. Now it's Stoichkov. He's found a way through.
Stoichkov really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Charity Fund.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Maradona. Roberto Carlos. Guangdong United looking to pass their way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Thuram. Beckenbauer. Guangdong United finding their passes. Caicedo. Oh, what has happened here? Dumfries with the... He's got full! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Roberto Carlos. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Saliba pokes it out wide. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Guangdong United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And we have our very first corner. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. And that has put a halt to things. Pelé was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
And this is Adriano. Played out towards the right wing. Dumfries. Knocks it into space.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Big header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Vitinha, number 18, Maradona, number 10, Adriano, number 25, Caicedo, coming on the field, number 11, Joshua Kimmich, number 20,
McTominay, and the finish! It's in! And they are cruising. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Muangthong United go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And here's Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. Van Basten! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Muangthong United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Dumfries. Out of play for a throw. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries. He gets big. And another try. Bellingham. Pirlo. Oh, easy pickings there. Roberto Carlos. Might be done. Great chance! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
81 minutes is Number 20.
Things looking so easy, almost. And he's decided to go for it. And that has flown over.
Botafogo are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Played out to the left flank. Nice sequence of passes this. Some really good ball movement. Gets into some space. Big chance, corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And now they can spring out of defence. Dumfries. And it's Thuram. McTominay. Ronaldinho. Oh, it's Van Basten. Ronaldinho. Alexander-Arnold.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's McTominay. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's McTominay. Kimmich. He's had a shot! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. And he's been shifted off it. McTominay! Oh, terrific save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Now it's McTominay. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Decent chance! And the shot! Really well taken goal. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
The goal scorer, number 12.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that will be it. Botafogo played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
And we come to you now with
Your reflections then, Jim.
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.